Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, Storace, Crossfire. You remember Marc Storace, lead singer for Krokus. The only record you really need to hear from Krokus, One Vice at a Time. It's perfect. It's perfect sleaze inspired by AC/DC musically. Absolutely perfect record. One Vice at a Time. But some of you middle-aged kids, though Headhunter, nice follow-up. But Krokus, well, after Headhunter, Krokus, they made their label happy. Let's leave it at that. The label was happy with nice commercial music from Krokus after Headhunter. Okay. After this, of course, there's a song here, the big old overdone love song with some plot in the video, whatever. And then after that, cover songs but in the 21st century, when Krokus got back together, Hoodoo is really good. Not quite One Vice at a Time good, but it's pretty good. So is Rock the Block. And Dirty Dynamite. 21st century Krokus is pretty darn good. On YouTube, okay, everything's on YouTube, as is this, okay, Storace, Crossfire. The first three songs are, I find, modern, hard rock, good, kind of generic. You may disagree. We hear things differently. But track 5, in my eyes, it's track 4. But it's 5 in reality. Love Thing Stealer. You start getting the answer to the age-old question concerning Marc Storace, because he reportedly turned down an audition with AC/DC after Bon Scott died, and that is exactly what Marc Storace is approximation of Bon Scott, as close as you get. And reportedly, he tells people he turned down the opportunity to audition. Not that he got an offer, but he wouldn't accept it, and then, of course, people started asking, after Brian Johnson had his hearing problems, they needed to replace Brian Johnson for a while. And, of course, Axl Rose got the gig. But Storace was still around. He didn't get that gig then either. But what would it sound with Marc Storace with a real AC/DC-like song. And in this record, you get some examples of, you get a tease of what it would sound like if Marc Storace was a singer in AC/DC. And in Love Things Stealer, you begin to get distinctive AC/DC type riffs. Not quite the background vocals. So you got that thunderstruck moan going on in Love Things Stealer. You get that moan going on. Then there's Let's Get Nuts, another AC/DC riff. Track 7, Thrill and a Kiss. That's a Krokus riff. But through you have a Krokus type riff. Now you really got the background singing doing this pitch perfect imitation of Cliff Williams and Malcolm Young, sometimes Angus, doing that background singing on Thrill and a Kiss. It's pitch perfect. You know, close your eyes. It's Cliff and Malcolm. And then the next song, We All Need the Money. You get the thunderstruck moan again. And you get more Cliff Williams and Malcolm Young, sometimes Angus. You know Angus is busy. He isn't always available for a background vocal. And then Hell Yeah, AC/DC-ish riff. Not so much. My favorite song, and this is when these 6 songs are your AC/DC teas. Millionaire Blues. That's my fave. Excuse me. Millionaire Blues. Absolutely AC/DC type riff. And absolutely Cliff Williams and Malcolm Young background vocal. I guess it reminds me of Satellite Blues by AC/DC, a 21st century AC/DC song, and here it's Millionaire Blues. And Sirens, the next last track, nice song, good song, but you leave this EP's worth of riff. Those 6 songs, Love Things Stealer, track 5 through 10, Love Things Stealer, Let's Get Nuts, Thrill and a Kiss, We All Need the Money, Hell Yeah, Millionaire Blues. Take that 6, set it aside, hear that, and that's your answer to the question you probably have asked. If you're a real AC/DC fan, if you're a real Krokus fan of both bands, those 6 songs give you a hint. What would Storace sound fronting AC/DC? It would have been cool. That's the answer. Sirens, the next last song, is something else. It's cool. Ancient war, woman, whatever. Did they have sirens back in Roman times? Whatever. And the last song, Good choice for our last song. It's the ballad. Only love can hurt like this. There is something else that hurts like that, listening to it. Well, that's my hearing. You may love the song. The wife, the daughter, the girlfriend will think you have death if you caught listening to Only Love Can Hurt Like This. First couple bars and I was out. Out. Next. Oh, this to end the record? Go back to the beginning. So, you got 12 songs in 42 minutes. But it's 11 songs in about 38 plus. You gotta leave out that last steaming poo. Why? Why? Is there somewhere in the world they want to hear from a 73-year-old man sing a new ballad? There's somewhere in the world. Radio. Whatever you got in today's world. There's somewhere in the world that will play a ballad, a new ballad by someone older than me. Okay? Is there somewhere in... Not here. Not in America. But it's on Frontiers Records. And Frontiers Records is AOR / glam metal. That's what they release, basically. This is a bit heavy for Frontiers to release. So, I'm sure they liked having a ballad on the record they released. Because that's what Frontiers is about, their label. I know you don't pay attention to labels. Because of the volume of what I listen to, I pay attention to labels. I like punk labels. When a label has good taste, I will listen to anything from a label. When Frontiers with their glam metal refugees, you know, they can have one good rocker and then glam metal. I'm happy glam metal died. Hair metal, if you want to be insulting. But I'm not going to be insulting. I'm just clarifying for those of you that need clarification what glam metal is. Glam metal is 80s hair metal. It's the polite term for hair metal is glam metal. Yeah. I wish I listened to more punk in the 80s. I wasted so much time with glam hair metal, hoping to hear a riff. Just give me a riff. Warrant, Rat, whoever else, Poison. Give me a riff. Give me attitude. No ballads. What I got pop music. I got ballads. I should have listened to more punk in the 80s. But, regrets. I sold them all. On cassette, on CD. I sold those suckers. They're out of my house. But such as it is. That's history now. 30 plus years gone. Good for me. We got action rock. Action rock doesn't have ballads. This is not quite action rock. It has a ballad. But it does rock the first 11 songs, or 11 tracks. One is really, the second track is really an introduction to the third track. You know what I mean. It's a performative, atmospheric introduction to song 3, and it counts as a track on the record. Bless its heart. So, go. You're on YouTube and find Storace Crossfire. Kind of snazzy cover, isn't it? And check it out for yourself and make your own opinion. See if you like those first 3-4 tracks. They're just kind of modern and hip in a modern rock thing. But track 5 through 10, that's more my jam. It might be yours too, if you love your AC/DC. And what if Marc Storace got that gig? There's your hint of what it would have sounded like. Because despite accusations some critics give Krokus did not sound like AC/DC. Except for this one. This is perfect. One voice at a time. You never heard one voice at a time? On YouTube. On YouTube. You like your sleeves? This. Okay? But the point today is Storace Crossfire. His second record, solo record. The first one was released during the pandemic, and I keep on reading and got lost. Doesn't everything get lost now? The stuff we love? Anyways. That's what I got. If you like this video, give it a like. It won't hurt you. Subscribe. That won't hurt you either. You'll be able to find future videos from Action Rock Corner. Ring the notification bell. They'll let you know when a new video from Action Rock Corner comes out. And leave a comment. Go listen to some tracks of Storace Crossfire and tell us what you think. If you never heard Krokus, One Voice at a Time, check that out. Come back and tell me if I'm wrong. Sleaze rock, AC/DC riff, perfection. All killer, no filler. There's a one cover song, which a label I'm sure wanted. It's pretty cool. The originals are all killer. Not quite as good here, but it's pretty good. Millionaire Blues I really liked. I think you will like this record too. Give it a chance. on YouTube. Storace, Crossfire. Because you need fresh music in your diet, like you need fresh food, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, fresh meat, fresh rock. It's good for you. Got it? I'm sure you do. And thank you for watching. Until next time, have fun. Thanks.